Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. In fact, let me move my mouse pointer down into the notification area of my Windows 10 install. I can see it is exactly 7:04 a.m. on Tuesday, the 2nd of January 2018. Yesterday, my title information for the channel, not the channel, the video, I went and put 2017 up for like 14 hours. 2018 off to a great start. Every morning I do a sound check. I'm just mentioning this because I happen to remember it. Every morning I have to do a sound check because my recording levels, Windows 10 likes to set recording levels to like 50% when you're not looking. So I got to make sure it's working right and making sure the software's got the right microphone and that the microphone doesn't need to be unplugged and replugged back in to make it work. So there's a bunch of stuff, and so I do a sound check every morning. I usually just talk through it, but every once in a while, like this morning, it's sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check. Yep, I don't just sing to my animals, I sing to my computer equipment too. Thumbs up for that. Also, let's see if I can remember what the other thing was I was going to say. No, I cannot remember what it was. I think it had something to do with some silly thing I had just seen on a website just before starting, but I'm very tired and I am medicated. I did medicate before turning on the webcam, so I've got THC that has just fairly recently bonded with all the THC receptors in my brain. Thumbs up for that. Definitely. It's good because there's like pain control. I can move but there's pain, but there's less pain than normal, so it's a good thing. My hand continues to heal. That's a very good thing. It's still at about 10% deficit. I still have to stretch the muscles back like this for like 60 seconds at a time, just pushing backward as hard as I can. Ooh, I can feel it now. Yeah, my muscles have been, if I don't stretch them out because of the deficit, but the partial paralysis in this hand, the muscles do contract, even though there's only about 10% deficit now. So I still have to go like this to keep the muscle stretched out, because just normal use, you go like that and you're bending and moving your muscles around. That one doesn't work as well. Even mostly healed up, it doesn't bend this far back. There was damage done during its paralysis, so yeah. Anyway, though, it is the 2nd of January, as I had said. There is one big thing that I wanted to talk about because, first, if I can remember it after I do this, because I want to say I turned this on as soon as I got up this morning, and I got up way early this morning. It wasn't even 5 o'clock. My belly hurt so bad I had to get up and had to take care of business downstairs in the bathroom because of my belly pain. It wasn't just gas from my sleep mask, so life is life. Had to get up and deal with stuff, and then once up, I was awake, and it was like 5:15, 5:20. I'm not gonna go to bed for like a half hour, so I'm up, and I've been up since before 5 o'clock. Yay, pretty tired, but as stated, also medicated. I moved around my hammy cages a little bit, just a little bit, so I don't have one of my bin cages right here. I still have to get that Little Squeak's bin cage emptied out and then washed with rubbing alcohol to kill any germs so that, like, this little guy can be moved into the bin cage. Because the only reason he wasn't moved out of into a bin cage, because I only have 4 of them. I have a couple smaller ones, and I'm still working on getting those fixed up and moved so that they can hold hamsters too. Because they need bigger cages. I feel bad about the small metal cages that they've been in. But this is my little rescue guy. He's a good little fella. And he really is. He's a sweetheart, too. He's turned into... Hamsters are sweethearts in the first place. I mean, they are just happy, friendly, derpy little guys. Depending on their personality. Every hamster has its own personality, of course. But he's just an absolute sweetheart. I'm glad I picked him up. So I'm going to put him back in his cage so he can get some sleep. Because I woke him up, of course. Here we go, little guy. Thank you so much. Hamsters understand at least tone. They can tell by tone of voice and all that if you're upset or happy or all that. They're not dumb. They can read small things like tone and emotion and all that. And my hamsters do get curious. Well, I was walking over by the other side of that room, and then Mama Squeak heard me, and she was up and out and following me around side to side in the cage, watching what I was doing as I was doing stuff. So they're curious, and it's a good thing. But the thing I wanted to mention is yesterday I talked about how my son had ages ago given me this. First off, for some weird reason I'd mentioned that I liked Weebles, because I didn't have any Weebles when I was younger, but I just thought Weebles wobble and they don't fall down. So he was like 7 years old, 6 or 7, and he bought me not just a Weeble for Christmas, but he bought the little play school car. But it's got the sidecar, and I don't have another Weeble. So what I've actually done is I mentioned how there's people, like this one's made in China, as I guess most of them are, but it's fungus. It's like tree fungus that's been carved, and there's like actual bark that they use to make the wings, and it's a really cool looking nice little bird that's made out of dried fungus and other plant material with a little bit of looks like cardboard based stuff on the bottom of that, but still it's just a cool little thing. And so what I do is, I don't know if there's a backstory. There might be a backstory, but I'm not sure. It might be a cop buddy film here. But the Weeble drives the bird around in the sidecar. It's like I say, there has to be a story in this one here. Whether it's a cop story or it's a buddy story about a Weeble and a bird, who knows? Still though, I like it. I like the little bird. I'm gonna hang on to this just because my son, who's like almost 15 now, he got this for me when he was young. So it's a connection between, my life, my wife. The thing that I was gonna talk about, and I have remembered, was this great big Logan Paul body in the suicide forest thing. Oh boy, my therapist would be probably pretty bloody pissed, to be honest, at that guy right now. When I told him about Doki Doki Literature Club, and I said that one of the main characters, not main characters, but one of the characters ends up hanging herself. But then as you see from there, she didn't do it. It was written in for her, then she was written out of the story. I've watched Markiplier and such play Doki Doki Literature Club, and in fact when the one gal did hang herself, I actually cried. So, not looking forward actually to playing up and through that part, but I'm still going to work my way back to where I lost all of my saves, and we're going to continue playing, so no fear. But he was a very celebrated anti-suicide campaigner, therapist, and all that from the East Coast. Now he's over here doing what he does over here. It's not as cold, so that's a plus right there. And when I told him about things like in Doki Doki Literature Club, how the main character hanged herself, he got this big that's not good look on his face because of the talk of contagion. When people because they see things, they identify with people, and if you identify with somebody and then you see things like suicide ideation and actual happenings, people who identify and are going to harm themselves tend to harm themselves from what they see, because the person they identify with has either harmed themselves or is around people that harm themselves. And so, hey, it fits their life and my life is like theirs, I'll do that too. And so contagion, it's a bad thing, and it happens a lot. That's why I mentioned before, every time like a celebrity accidentally dies through some form, suicide, not accidental, but they suicide, that form of suicide spikes because so many people identify with that person. And so with this whole going through the... Now, I've only seen part of it myself personally. I don't really want to see a lot of it. But I concur with somebody else when they're mentioning, when he's laughing and joking. I don't think he was so much laughing and joking as in, ha ha, this is funny. But people react through shock and fear and all that in really weird ways. And one of the ways that it comes out is inappropriate laughter. You don't think it's funny, but you can't stop it. It's just one of those things that happens. And so do I think that he actually thought it was funny? No, I think that was just a human reaction to a situation that he didn't really know what to do in, and it was very unpleasant, and it came out as nervous laughter. Yes, he may have made jokes. Yes, he may have done some other stuff, but still, that's a human reaction. We may not like seeing it in other people. We may not like seeing it in ourselves if it happens, but it's something that happens. Past that, though, should he have put that thing up there in the slightest? Well, no, just on a simple human respect level, no. No, no, no. The person that hung themselves, they did not give permission to have their body displayed for any reason whatsoever. And ending your life like that, especially going off to do that, is so intensely private. You're stuck in your own private hell. Knowing that somebody like that could come along afterward and put your body on YouTube, it's not good. The whole thing is just not good. That's why I am so gratified myself that I still get messages and such saying that my videos, my presence here is helping people. It's helping keep them alive. Showing that there is an alternative. You don't have to hurt yourself. You don't have to end things. My life is awful. Has been awful my entire life. And I'm 55 and I'm still kicking, and I plan on kicking until I'm well into my 70s or 80s. Hopefully what my wife said was true. She said that I'm one of those people that, they live forever. It's like they just keep going on and on and on. So, I mean, not forever, but it's, that person that's like they're in their 70s, they're in their 80s, they've outlived everybody, but they're still going. So hopefully she was an astute observer. Hopefully. Unfortunately, I mentioned this yesterday and then got off sidetracked entirely. Her mother has had a stroke and I have not been able to visit. I'm trapped down here and that makes me sad. I really liked her mother, my mother-in-law, and she'll likely die of complications of her stroke and old age because she's up near 80. So she'll probably perish before I can see her again, and that's sad because I really liked her. She had an unfortunate life as well. It was very unpleasant, and unfortunately a lot of it was she kicked her husband out of the house at the time because he was violent and such, and then he came back into her life later on and told her that if anything happens, if I lose this, if this happens, this gets pushed this way or that way, I'm going to first take my guns, I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to kill everyone around me, and then I'm going to kill me. So she was trapped and living with that guy all of her life. So yay. It's unfortunate. Life is unfortunate for so many people. It's unfortunate for us all. But life is life. I mean, it's unfortunate, but you know what? The sun keeps shining, even behind the clouds. The world keeps turning. Life keeps happening. Things keep growing. Yes, things keep dying. But on the whole, life is bursting all over the planet. And will continue to do so no matter what we do. We can't kill the planet. We may be able to alter it so that it cannot support life as we know it, but that just means that life as we don't know it will eventually take over. There's a lot of life as we don't know it. Who knows what will happen in the next million, 65 million, 100 million, billion years. There's a good 4 billion years before the Earth dries up and burns as the sun becomes a red giant. So who knows what will happen. Now, though, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab, and I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It's all at random. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read the comments, thumbs up every single one that I read, answer as many as I can after the video, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment, it doesn't matter. They're all the same right now. Thank you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, but first off, we have Little Endu, thank you very, very much. Violet Poison, cool name, thank you, greatly appreciated. Jose Louis, thank you, greatly appreciated. It's Paul 33, thumbs up on that, thank you very, very much. Extreme Gamer, thank you very, very much. TCKSP Adam, thank you very, very much. And I'm going to try those things. Your Entertainment City, thank you very, very much. Thomas the Tank Engine, heck of a name, thank you very, very much. Doggo, Make Me Alive, I like that name, thank you very, very much. Dario Tabaras, thank you, greatly appreciated. And then there is Carlos C, thank you very, very much. Aw W, thank you very, very much. Freaky Space, greatly appreciated. Travis Matusik, thank you very, very much. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Slayco, thank you very, very much. SPQR Craft, thank you, greatly appreciated. Adam Taylor, thank you very, very much. Jacob the Jula, greatly appreciated indeed, thank you very much, and a Happy New Year. Janelle O, thank you very, very much. Totally Arrow, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. Abigail M, thank you. WC2 Hands, let's see, I think it's that way. I hope so. Thank you very, very much. Please Spanky, heck of a name there. Gonzalo Morales, thank you very, very much. And then last but not least, Sretton Rosek, thank you also very much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. And that, my friend, is a wonderful thing. Thumbs up on that. If you could check out my various links down below, I've got like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. That would be awesome if you could check all of them out, or any of them. Doesn't have to be all of them. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be awesome. I have had people help me a lot this month, and that is greatly appreciated. I need all the help I can get, unfortunately, until I can actually get out of this place and get someplace by myself, in a place where I don't have to carry the entire rent, which is more than I make. So that'll be good. Now, if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, I would appreciate that as well. I overuse the word appreciate a lot, but it's the only word that actually means appreciate. I looked up in the thesaurus, and it's like, I value, I prize. Well, yeah, I do value and prize, but that doesn't mean appreciate. Appreciate is something completely different. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much. If you could subscribe to the channel, hopefully I haven't already said this part. I went off on that tangent, got lost, not quite sure where I was. But if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. I do appreciate that as well. But if you would not want to, I do understand. My personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life. So if you don't like the videos, I understand. If you don't want to subscribe, I understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now and, well, the literal end of my time. After all, I'm 55. Average lifespan of an American man is 74 years. That's a good 19 years, even though I heard somewhere that the average lifespan of a YouTube channel is like 4 or 5 years. So if I keep going longer than 4 or 5, don't abandon me, please. Hopefully I've got a reaction video and a game video on this channel. If I don't fall asleep, fat chance, I'll have a game video from a game channel. That would be cool. But until that time, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and I've got like 8 seconds. 5 seconds before this is going to end, and I'm going to pad it out until then. So take care. Have a great day.